Binge eating is almost always the quitting point for people on their weight loss journey. When you feel like you're not up to this, or you feel like you failed, it's in these moments you need to then have the courage and the belief to always connect back to that why. Why are you on this weight loss journey? Oh yeah, I want to transform my life. I want to lose weight. I want to look good. I want to be physically fit and able. I want to be able to do all these things I currently can't. I want to play with my kids and my grandkids when I'm old. I want to put the foundation in now for them so that I'll be able-bodied and physically capable when I'm 80 years old. I want to be healthy at that age. I want to enjoy life and be independent. It's moments like this that count towards that. Losing weight is not just about aesthetics. It's not just about looking better. This is about very real health implications, and if you lose enough weight, depending on how overweight you were to begin with, you could legitimately add 10 years or even way more onto your life. That's maybe 10 extra years to spend with your kids, your grandkids, or your husband or your wife. So you're doing this for them as much as you're doing it for yourself. Not only could it add 10, 15, 20 years to your life, you could potentially be eradicating any potential illnesses that you might otherwise have encountered. Cancers and cardiovascular disease and diabetes. So many diseases, so many health problems. Even just simple things like better mobility. You're able to move around better, move around freely. Being restricted in your movement is awful for life quality. I've seen it before and it's horrible. My own dad died from cancer relatively young, and for all his amazing traits, he would pay no attention to health and diet advice. I started to get through to him in the end, along with the doctors and my mother too, but it was too little too late. I think in the end he regretted not looking after his health a little bit more, but it was too late by then. For the life of me, I could not get through to him. I've learned from my mistakes, I've learned why I couldn't get through to him. If I had another chance again, I think I would do a lot better at getting through, so at the very least, I want to get through to you. I want you to succeed. I want you to add 10 or 20 years to your life, for you to go through life disease-free, cancer-free. So concentrate on the overall goal. Don't take the failed days to heart. Because if you take the time and have the patience to learn from your failures, then they aren't failures any longer. They're lessons. And once you've gone through the ringer and learned your lessons, good and bad, it's highly likely that you're a better bet for the next time around. When I would succumb to binges, I said to myself afterwards, I'm going to remember that a binge always ends badly. It never ends well. I always feel either sick to my stomach, or I feel upset that I kind of went behind my own back and messed with my weight loss goals. And I think about it afterwards. Was it really worth it? And that feeling builds up over time. In 3 months' time, when I'm craving a bar of chocolate, I'll think about the last time I binged on chocolate, and I remember afterwards I felt bad and that it wasn't worth it. And the time before that I felt the same thing, and the time before that. It's great in the moment, obviously, I'm not denying that, but afterwards, too much junk food, you might feel a pain in your stomach, your teeth feel horrible, you've digestion problems for the rest of the day. Ask yourself if it was really worth it. Literally say those words to yourself. Was that worth it? Sometimes you'll say, actually, yeah, that hit the spot. But the more you're conscious of it, the more you ask yourself the question, was it worth it? Sometimes the answer will be no, that wasn't worth it. Those feelings will build up in your memory, all those times it wasn't worth it. And someday, when you feel cravings and you feel like binging, these memories will be part of your resistance. The memories when it wasn't worth it. They will help you fight the urges. So you're in the shop, looking at the chocolate, remembering all these moments. Well, you will probably still buy the chocolate, because your hunger hormones are a powerful beast, but it will build up over time. Eventually, you'll find yourself reaching a turning point, 6 months or a year's time even. You'll say to yourself, the last binge, I felt bad afterwards. And all those other times too. You know what? I can fight it. I'm not going to buy the chocolate. I'm not going to let the hunger hormones win. And that's a great feeling, to be honest, knowing your willpower has won a battle against your hunger hormones. So the fact that you had a binge doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. It's consistency over time that matters. You don't need a unanimous vote to win an election, you just need a majority. A few bad days won't matter in the long run if, in the long run, you're trying to hit your protein target, getting your steps, and you're counting down from 3,500 calories. One bad day or a couple of bad days does not define your whole process. What matters is what you do consistently over a long period of time. One step back, one screw up, one bad day, one bad week is not going to automatically reverse all the changes you've made. So when a binge happens, and it will happen because you are human, I assume, just remember that lifestyle changes are difficult and no one can do it perfectly. Weight loss is not a straight line of perfect progress. It has its ups and downs. You're going to gain a little weight here, you're going to lose some weight there, but focus on the 3 pillars of protein, walking and calories and you will see great progress.